All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. We are all set for another match here. We've got Ouoyupot and Jokemon. I'm Phillydo, joined by Mini MG. How are you doing?
Hey, I am doing great, thanks. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, it's great. Excited to be back for this one here. We have our losers quarterfinals here at the moment, and so we'll take a quick peek at the bracket. As you can see there, we've got our last match was a winners semi-final, so the winners final is all set, and we're trying to fill out the bottom half of the bracket right now. So losers quarterfinals, and then on to the semi and final for them, of course, as well. And so yeah, it's still all these players still in it, but on their sort of their last life here at the moment, and so we'll see what happens here. This should be an exciting one. Of course, I mean, all these players so talented, so you never really know who's going to take it.
Yeah, definitely. So just getting the room set up, we've got Jelly, who is hosting and doing the rooms as PogChamp. Jokemon's already in. We're just waiting on you.
Yeah, so first to four for these ones still, and so that's the format that they're running on, and yeah, so whoever picks up those four first is the winner. If we time out or anything like that on any of the courses, then it won't be for or against for any of the players, or so that we'll just move on to the next one. Same if there's a level that ends up not being possible. Sometimes things break in multi. Things like Rising Lava or, speedrun levels are very rarely completable. So, if we come across one of those, we'll just move on to the next one. Yeah, so that's about it in terms of really the logistics, and yeah, we'll get set to go here.
So yeah, doing these matches, this will decide. It is possible to get back into the finals, I believe, if you win the loser brackets.
Yeah, so whoever wins the losers final will be into the grand final. Of course, if you come through from the losers bracket, you have to win 2 sets to claim the final title. But certainly always a possibility. A lot of skill between all these players, and so yeah, we'll see where we end up here on this one.
Yeah, so we've got interesting stage, hold jump, and some interesting jumps. Maybe go get a few red coins. Ooh, falling down. Looks like you can't get back up though.
Yeah, it's nice when there is some forgiveness, in terms of falling down. But we'll see exactly how it goes here. There's a checkpoint there, so should be interesting potentially.
So yeah, now Ouoyupot making his way through. Finds the conveyor belt at the bottom again, saving him. Seems like this is a way back. Does figure that out, and it's gonna slowly run backwards.
Yeah, let's just start again sort of at the beginning of that section, so you can do that jump again, but without having to be punished for restarting the whole level. I mean, there was a checkpoint there that we saw, but even still.
Yeah. So these are resets. It's nice to have them, since then you can easily, if you fall down, you go back, and so it does look like you do need all the red coins. Maybe if he takes that one, that could give him the key.
Yeah, it's interesting here what that'll entail, because of course, if you're doing the jump properly here, you're not going to collect the coins. Needing to start again here. This is actually a really interesting tech. You have to do the run and the long jump, because if you do a regular, like a full jump, you end up above that platform there, that semi-solid. So
yeah, and even if you jump low enough, you probably don't get enough distance from it either. Run plus LR jump. So they've got to do a little twirl jump. They're gonna cheese it with the mushroom, it seems, unless they do need to keep it. Jokemon does have the mushroom, could come in handy.
Yeah, it might save you a little bit of, well, they both have one now, but yeah, it might save you a little bit of, like we just saw there, Ouoyupot was able to tank one of those hits and just move on.
Oh yeah, Jokemon accident going in the door to reset, giving Ouoyupot a bit of an advantage. Gonna roll through, cannon shooting out a bullet. Yeah, it does seem to need the mushroom.
Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, you do actually need to keep it through there. This is definitely an interesting technical proficiency level here, that's for sure.
Yeah, got to do a few interesting tricks and jumps, and that is gonna be the flag for Ouoyupot.
Yeah, so picks up the first one there, so well done. and start off with the one clear lead. Like we said, first to four, so nothing. It's not over by picking up one clear, but confidence-wise, it's always nice to start off on the positive side. So.
Yeah, having a nice early clear can really give you it gives you a nice spot to sort of hey, I've got clear. I at least have a bit of safety for the next rounds.
Yeah, and it can be nice heading into match point, for as well. Like if it's like 3-2 or something like that, you can drop one and still at least have a chance again.
Yeah, definitely. 80 P-switches, Japanese times 80.
That is a lot.
So it looks like they've got to do some P-switch jumps across. Maybe they can even run, but who knows? Probably won't be able to. So they do have to wait for these P-switches to respawn, in fact, since they did despawn for whatever reason. Yeah, Ouoyupot was gonna run across it, but not fully aware of the clear condition, I don't think.
Yeah, those ones despawned after they were picked up, so this is interesting. We'll see how this ends up, because if you're playing this on your own, you just have to make, only, but, those 80 jumps landing on one at a time, soon they're not going to be able to get back, actually.
Ooh.
So
Well,
they do respawn, but it takes some time, right? So you're waiting every time.
Yeah. So
Definitely can slow you down.
Gets nice leader. So again, it takes time to trigger the P-switches, it looks, but falls into the gap. Yeah, levels like these really not the best multiplayer. Joe now also getting through that subwall, just gunning for it, completely ignoring all the P-switches. Gonna try and trigger a few here though, not going for the biggest jumps.
Yeah. Well, if you can pick up sort of a bunch, if you've got a little bit of a lead or something like that, you can try and, pick up a bunch sort of along the way. If you think you might be close to the end, well then, why not hit a bunch of them here and see if you get to the... No clear condition.
Yeah, not getting it, sadly. I think you do need to hit every single P-switch, but I'm not sure if respawning P-switches count. There we go, both players done to that. This will probably be a skip, since it seems like the P-switches are stopped respawning. Oh nope, they're still here. I think
it just... Yeah, it just depends, I believe, on, they respawn based on your, sort of, your vicinity to them, so...
Yeah. They only respawn once they're loaded, probably. See, now Jokemon knows he has to hit all of these P-switches, so slowly gonna make it across. I believe entities can respawn up to 10 times in multiplayer before they stop respawning.
Yeah, so they should, have at least a couple more tries at this, but we'll see, needing to hit a lot of P-switches for the clear condition, that is for sure.
Yeah, it seems like they're either missing a few here or a few in the first section. Skipping over a lot on the here though probably may not be the best idea, since I think he missed a few at the start. Ooh, falling in between. So all they've got to do is find the few P-switches which they haven't triggered yet, which could be very hard to do. We're gonna have to go over individually and do every single one.
Yeah, if you're doing it on your own, then it's not too bad, but you're looking for the ones you haven't hit, and of course there's no visual indicator, right? So...
Yeah. Well, if they get enough respawns, they'll at least be able to tell, oh, I've hit this P-switch 10 times, so they will have a chance figuring it out easier.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's the thing, if anyone's not sure about that, so they've hit probably well over 100 switches at this point. What happens is that those switches respawn. They have to hit 80, I'm not sure if it said all 80 or at least 80, but either way they have to hit 80 unique P-switches. So the ones that respawn don't add to the total if they've been hit before.
Yeah. So you could basically artificially increase the clear condition, and that would completely break a bunch of levels in multiplayer, so it doesn't allow that. So now Jokemon is going to trigger every P-switch. This will probably grant him the clear condition.
Yeah, they're starting to run out of time though.
Yeah, he was just waiting at the end. Could be pretty close if Jokemon does manage to get that clear condition.
Yeah.
P-switches.
Needs to find the ones they haven't hit, right? So that's the key here.
Yep. Probably going to be one of these ones. Which one is it going to be, though?
And again, this isn't really difficult, but it does take, a couple seconds to, remaneuver and hit them each time, so...
Yeah. So it looks like there was a few at the start here that I believe Jokemon did skip, so it's probably one of these ones coming up very soon, unless there might be some
there's...
ones.
Yep, there we go. There's some in the middle.
That's it.
Oh,
no! Oh, that might wrap it up. Not having the clear condition, it will slowly float over to Ouoyupot.
Yeah, if Ouoyupot can grab it, then there's a possibility if it makes its way over. Otherwise, this will just be a timeout.
Yeah, the timer. Slowly creeping, and yep. Jokemon can't make it back fast enough, and that is going to be time. Time's up in the pipe.
Yeah, so that's gonna finish it up for that level. So, not much to be done there, really. I mean, what can you do, right? But that's how this one's gonna end up. So it'll remain 1-0 for Ouoyupot.
Yeah, with level like that, you've really got to focus on the clear condition. Because if you skip over some of the P-switches and stuff, you won't be able to get it at all ever. And then by the time you come back, so it'll be too late.
Yeah, and with that one, you needed to hit like all 80 of the ones provided in the level there. It's possible that in another world, that they put more than 80, but in that case, you just needed to hit every single one. But again, the unique ones, you couldn't just, hit the same one 80 times kind of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty important to pay attention to the fact does it say at least 80 or all 80. Because a lot of times people think, oh, it's always going to be this amount. But a lot of others will have, you need at least this amount, but you don't need to get every single one. So now, an interesting castle level, a one-use on-off block. They might have to get that 50 coin. No clear condition, though. So, somehow gets crushed by the springs.
Yeah,
no, it's give up.
Oh, there we go. I was like, how did that happen? That seems unlikely. Yeah.
So, they skipped something. Yeah, people will skip it still. It does not count to the games. It's only wins. But there are a bunch of levels where it's just, if it's like speed runs or timers or impossible stuff, there will be high chances of skips. So, Ouoyupot Mario and Jokemon Luigi. Arctic Escapades.
With that last one, we saw it just, wasn't possible to do. So, really, it's not even, you're just forced to skip.
Yeah, you have to. When it just comes down to stuff like that, then you can't do anything else. So there's some fire and some ice. A pretty neat level so far. Some tricky jumps, a bunch of mixed elements, and a checkpoint. Does find a mushroom, though. Could come in handy for Jokemon. Ouoyupot is catching up, though, getting close to a checkpoint. Jokemon blazing through, does get into a pipe. And there's castle section. Dodges his way through, avoiding some bullets, picking up a bunch of coins, and a second checkpoint as well.
Yeah, Joke making great time right now. Really impressive stuff. Really, especially too, it's not like you've played the level before, right? So you're really just, you're seeing, you're seeing, whatever, all this stuff for the first time. So it's impressive stuff that they've been able to clear it, and a lot of these runners are able to. It's always impressive to see how they treat the first run through. And I mean, yeah, there was a death there, but it's been impressive stuff so far. Yeah,
it's really interesting to see, especially when you're going blind into a level. There's a lot of strategies you can take. You can go fast to see a lot, you can go slow to carefully make your way through. And there's a lot to think about. Ooh, bonking his head on the icicle because of the big mushroom having a bigger hitbox, causing him to lose the shell and go into the lava just barely.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there, but, again, they both have that second checkpoint, so it's not a super far run back.
Yeah, both
now there is no... Yeah, I'm not sure if that one is set to respawn. I know you can make some progress to here, but I don't think you can... I don't even think you can make it on a bullet jump. Maybe if you're really small, but I don't... If those icicles fell down, you could potentially jump on them, but I don't... As long as that doesn't respawn, they're in trouble.
Yeah, it might be possible to make it cross, but without the shell, it seems they're impossible. So yeah, both players just waiting around. How? But it looks like it may be a skip unless you can bait out the icicle with a bullet jump and then ride the icicles along. You'd have to time it extremely well. Goes for it, but Ouoyupot does not make it. It is possible maybe with the damage boost, but very, very tough.
Yeah, it looks like it was close to making it there, and then maybe you could make it through on the bullet jumps on the next one. Obviously, the shell would make it much easier, but that's not really an option right now. And of course, the lava, you know, you can't damage boost through that, so... Which, I mean, fair enough, it's lava. Like,
yeah.
That's gonna be a tough one, for sure.
Yeah, no way to damage boost through lava just yet. Maybe adding an update, but who knows? Unlikely. And that's going to be Ouoyupot taking another win. Did manage to get through the bullets there using the damage boost. A pretty nice play.
Yeah, that was really impressive.
Yeah, with the, like, how respawning works, not having any shells, having to improvise a lot. But due to level design, it works out well.
Yeah, and, you know, a lot of levels that just wouldn't be possible at all. But, and you know, it looked really tough. But Ouoyupot with some really impressive work there, and is rewarded with the end of the level being shortly after, so it's a 2-0 lead.
Yeah. And of course, comebacks can easily happen. As some of you may have seen in previous matches, there can be really, like, close tie-ups. Descend into madness. Oh boy. Short and sweet multiplayer versus. So you gotta defeat one Koopa. There's a mysterious red pipe. And Bowser Jr. Looks like I have to wait for him to parachute down to take a key and go in either key door. And then looks like Ouoyupot mysteriously dies, probably to restart to get on top of the Bowser. A pretty clever idea. Jokemon waiting down, but due to the big shell, Bowser Jr. gets it and loses life. So now it's Ouoyupot's turn. Gonna spin on the Bowser. Does get a key though into a key door. But it sadly pick a door and both players go in the wrong door. Looks
That
like
is disappointing. That's, yeah, not a great, you know, level design there to have it like that. One thing to have two different paths, but that's, you know, you never like to see that, you know?
Yeah, we've just gotta choose and hope you're lucky. It really sucks. Don't think they can do anything now though, due to the fact that the key is now completely gone. It doesn't look like they're able to progress unless they use teamwork to get over.
Yeah, and of course you'll be catapulting one guy over and...
Oh! Some hidden blocks out of nowhere. Looks like the entire level was a complete lie.
Oh my goodness. Of course.
Oh boy. Jokemon does get the click edition, but gets stolen by Ouoyupot, going for the flight. Chasing behind, the chase in the air, flying over everything. And Ouoyupot taking the victory from stealing it from Jokemon.
Oh my goodness. What a turnaround in that level. It looked like we might be headed towards a skip. And all of a sudden, Ouoyupot is up to a 3 clear lead here. So it'll have to be a full reverse sweep by Joke to pick this one up here. So we'll see if they're able to mount a comeback. You know, it's always possible, but we'll see how it happens here. This is exciting times.
Yes, I'll give it a clean sweep or reverse sweep. The hell? By Octopush. There's a thwomp up there, some platforms, plenty of lava to keep you company.
Just what I'm sure the players were looking for, right?
A nice warm hug from some hot boiling lava. So yeah, baiting out the thwomp, so the claw does now know to expect them though, but having these claws and bumpers in multiplayer, they able to occupy the claw. Ooh, Ouoyupot getting slapped by the thwomp. Looks like Jokemon triggered it to try and get it into Ouoyupot, and it did work. Picking up a helmet, bonking the dry bones. Looks like we have to do something with the helmet to throw it into the part down there. Can't quite make that jump. Seems like you can make it across though.
Yeah, that was a close one there for sure.
So yeah, now Jokemon making his way across. Does have a pretty nice lead so far. Ouoyupot close behind. Gonna have to do the claw section. Base out the thwomps, bonking into Ouoyupot, knocking him into lava. Completely denying him with that claw.
Yeah, so Joke a chance here to try again. It looks like what you're supposed to do is throw that shell down below there to trigger the on-off block, but we'll see if they're able to make it, and they are. Nice jump.
Yeah. Just making it across, not required to hit the on-offs. And that looks like... Oh, no, a boss fight.
It's a strange contraption here, but thankfully the first enemy up top there had the key. So that's easy enough. And Joe, trying to mount that comeback now has a clear. So, definitely a possibility here. So this will not be a total sweep at the very least.
Yeah, having that clear, that could come in very handy. And of course, as you said, not getting sweeped is a nice thing to not have a complete sweep. So yeah, it's 3-1 going into another match. Will we ever see an actual versus level in multiplayer versus?
You'd think we would, but not always the case.
I believe it's something I've heard that it's something to do with like the players versus pools. Like each player they will get like different types of levels in versus. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I think there's something about it.
There's all sorts of hijinks that can go on in this game, that's for sure.
Yeah. Looks like a mid-air bomb jump, perhaps. Pretty interesting trick, actually. There is some vines, though, so there may be some cheese, especially if you can bounce on each other's head. Yeah, you almost managed to get the vine. So it looks like it's just going to be a bounce fest. If someone can make it onto that vine, if there's no hitter blocks, that will be a win. And that's Ouoyupot making it on, climbing the vines. Will this be it? Ooh,
oh, no.
Not quite.
So a chance to potentially try again here. That was close.
Yes, could give Jokemon a shot. Does not manage to make that jump over there, though. Looks like maybe the bomb jump is a complete lie. There could be a few little shenanigans in this level.
Just a question in chat here quickly from Shadow Chimera. So this match, there's multiple remaining matches in the day, but this is first to 4, and Ouoyupot's actually just picked up the 4th clear, so has taken the set now, and we'll move on to the loser semifinal. So Joke will be eliminated here. So GG to both of the players. That was a fun one to watch. Some interesting levels for sure. And GG to both of them. Congrats again to Ouoyupot for moving forward here. So we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So stick around, folks. Thanks for watching so far, and we'll hope to keep you around for the next one here. We'll see you soon.
Yep. See ya.
They are synced.
They are synced now. Do whatever! In the lead again.
Wow. Side for sure from Cheese. Okay, doing it moving. Oh no, the Cheese falls!